Did you know that many of the technologies we use every day, such as the internet, GPS, and smartphones, have roots in military research and development? The demand for military technology and innovation has driven some of the most significant advancements in science and engineering. During World War II, for example, the Allied powers were engaged in a race to develop new technologies that would give them an edge in the war. This led to the development of new weapons like the atomic bomb, as well as the first electronic computers. In fact, the first computers were developed by the British government to crack German codes and speed up the decoding process. After the war, the US government continued to invest heavily in military research and development. The Cold War brought a new focus on technologies for intelligence gathering and communication, as well as the need to protect against potential nuclear attacks. This need led to the creation of ARPANET, which eventually became the foundation for the internet as we know it today. In addition to the internet, many other technologies that we rely on today have their roots in military research. GPS, for example, was originally developed by the US Department of Defense for military use. It wasn't until the late 1980s that GPS became available for civilian use. Smartphones also have roots in military technology. The first mobile phone was developed by Motorola in 1973 for the purpose of mobile communication in cars. In the 1980s, the US government invested in the development of mobile phones for military use, leading to the development of the first cellular networks. Even medical technology owes some of its advancements to war. World War I saw the development of new medical techniques for treating soldiers on the battlefield, including the use of blood transfusions and the development of the mobile X-ray machine. The Vietnam War brought advancements in prosthetics and rehabilitation, with doctors and engineers developing new technologies to help soldiers with disabilities. But the relationship between war and technology is not always positive. The development of new military technologies can also have negative consequences, from the destruction caused by weapons to the loss of privacy through surveillance technologies. The military-industrial complex, which refers to the relationship between the government, the military, and the defense industry, has also been criticized for perpetuating war and conflict for the sake of profit. Critics argue that the push for military technologies leads to an arms race and an over-reliance on military solutions to global problems. Despite the criticisms, the fact remains that war has driven some of the most significant advancements in technology. Without the need to develop new weapons and defense technologies, it's possible that many of the technologies we rely on today would not exist. In conclusion, the relationship between war and technology is complex and multifaceted. While war has certainly driven many of the most significant technological advancements in recent history, it's important to remember that these advancements come at a cost. From the negative consequences of weapons and surveillance technologies to the potential for perpetual war and conflict, the military-industrial complex has its fair share of criticisms. That being said, it's also important to recognize the positive impact that military research and development has had on our daily lives. Without the technologies developed for military use, we might not have many of the tools and systems that we rely on every day, from the internet to GPS to smartphones. Ultimately, the relationship between war and technology is one that is likely to continue evolving and changing over time. As we move into the future, it will be important to consider the role that technology plays in war and conflict, and to work towards using it to build a more peaceful and equitable world. If you want to learn more about this and other fascinating topics related to science and technology, be sure to check out my channel for more in-depth discussions and insights. Thank you for watching.